Hello, my name is Hans George Campbell. Tonight I thought I'd show you guys these two vintage Lesney Matchbox airplane kits from 1973. Alrighty, let's take a look at these vintage Lesney Matchbox airplane kits from 1973. First thing we want to do, if you notice the boxes, they're starting to bow. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to remove this old shrink wrap. Let me zoom out just a little bit. And I've got a pair of scissors I can use for this. I don't want to damage the box. Yeah, I don't want to damage the box. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to damage the box if I can help it. Yeah, okay. For some reason it's stuck. Okay. Gotta be real careful with these vintage model kits. I mean, how old is this damn thing? It's from 1973. Okay. And let me do the same thing with this one. You can see how taut that shrink wrap is. And if you leave it on there, it will eventually crush that box. I don't want this box getting crushed any more than what it is. It's a really nice looking box. I love the artwork. So let me see if I can, get that cut off of there without damaging the box. I don't want to damage that artwork. I think the guy that did the original paintings, because these were originally paintings, and the paintings were photographed for the artwork on these model kits. And I think the guy that did these beautiful paintings, I think he's dead now, if I'm not mistaken. If any of you know of the guy, the artist that did these paintings, if he's still alive, leave a comment in the comment section. I'd like to know. I think all of us would like to know. Okay, so I'll be right back after I throw this stuff in the garbage. Gotta put my scissors away. Okay, we'll take a look at this model kit first, right here. And I think what I'll do is I'll put it down like that, and I'll zoom in. We'll zoom way in, like that, so you can see it better. You can even maybe take a snapshot of your screen, and you can use it like as a background for your Windows PC or your smartphone or whatever, but anyway, there's that. And I think the artwork on these boxes are just really nice. They're really cool looking. I like them. And then there is the artwork, the back of the box. It shows you the two different versions of the plane that you can build. It comes with, I think, both sets of decals. you know. It's like a bluish gray color. And the difference is the way the tail is done and the decals, you know, the markings on the planes. Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. And zoom out just a little bit. And we'll take a look at the sides of the box. You know, the sides of the box. You can see it. I think those are other plane kits in the series. Okay. And I think this one here, this is what the plane will look like if you don't paint it, because I think it comes in light blue plastic and white plastic, and of course your clear plastic. But anyway, let's take a look inside this box, shall we? So I'm trying to think what would be the best way to open this. Does this slide off? Yeah, okay. So apparently it just... Okay, so it is taped. It is taped. So I'm going to go ahead and get my X-Acto knife. It is taped, boys and girls. Boys and ghouls. It is taped. So we will take our X-Acto knife. Look how yellow that tape is. I mean, oh my God, look at that. And very carefully cut that tape, okay? And do the same thing over here. Just like that. All right, I think now we can open up the box. Okay, and there's the inside of the box, nothing in the box. Okay. All right, so there's the inside of the box, right there. I'll take the parts out and show them to you. I don't want to lose any of the parts. Okay. Yeah, don't want to lose any of these parts. But just look at that, those parts. Isn't that cool? These are from 1973. I mean, look how clean that plastic is. There's hardly any flash on that plastic at all. That's just the way model kits were done back then. I mean, just look at that, how nice that was molded. Almost no flash at all on those plastic parts. Just look at that, how nice that is. Lesney Matchbox. Yeah, I like to show stuff on my Matchbox channel, you know, not just cars, but other stuff by Lesney Matchbox, you know. I think these model kits are really cool. So, we'll put that over there. So it's like light blue and like a beige color. It's like a beige color. Okay, it's like a beige color. Now let's get up close and personal on that, shall we? Get up close and personal on those parts, shall we? Yeah, close and personal. Yeah, close and personal, people. I think they're pretty cool. And it looks like we have the main wing right here. Main wing. Right there. Pretty cool. And then we have this part right here, I think you can do like a ball and socket type thing, where you can adjust the angle of the plane when it's being displayed. And I think it says on the clear, it says Matchbox, Lesney Products Company. But yeah, that's the stand right there. I don't know how well you can see it underneath the camera, but yeah, there's that. And then here's part of, I think it's like the ball part fits into that. This would go on the bottom of the plane right there, and then this would fit in that ball socket. And then we have another piece right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's another clear piece. And we got some more pieces right there. We have some more pieces here. I don't know if these pieces are used or not. Those pieces right there, I don't know if they're used. Okay, we'll take a look at the instructions in a moment. But here is the decal sheath. These are usually gone when they're this old. The so-called protective covering on these usually sticks to the decals and just ruins the decals. Look at that. Just ruins them. You might be able to get this off if you soak it like in some water or whatever, but if any of you know how to get that protective layer off of there without ruining the decals, you know, these vintage decals like this, please leave a comment, you know, let us know. I don't want to damage these decals. But I believe there are companies on the internet that actually make reproductions of these decals. So if you know of any companies like that, please post that information in the comments, okay? So all of us, you know, let all of us know that might want to build these kits, you know? Yeah, rotten shame about the decal. But these are like this in just about all of these vintage Lesney Matchbox kits. The decals are usually messed up like that. Because if I try to peel that off, I guarantee to mess up those decals. And then here is the, let me get this box out of the way. Here's the instructions for that kit right there. And I don't know how well you can read any of that. But yeah. And then we have, well, I think what I'll do is I'll scan these in and I'll make a separate video showing these on my channel in case you want to look at these while you're building the model, you know. You can load them up on your iPad or your smartphone or whatever, you know. Yeah, and there's that page. Let me get my fingers out of the way. But yeah, I'll scan these in full 1080p. You know, I think that'd be a good way to do this. Do these vintage instructions, you know. But yeah. Anyway, you saw that one. Okay. So let me put. Actually, what I think I'll do on the decals to help protect them in case they can be saved, you know. I think what I'll do is I'll put them in like this and like that, and then like that, and maybe they can be saved, you know. And so put the original wing in, put that in, put these parts in, put all the clear parts in, and we'll put the cover. Usually what I like to do is I put all of these in Ziploc sandwich bags, and then I put it back in the box to keep any of the parts. I don't want the parts getting lost. But I think I'm out of the Ziploc sandwich bags, so I can't show you that underneath the camera. But you guys have seen Ziploc sandwich bags, and I'm sure you know how to do that. So, yeah. So there's that kit there. I'm probably not going to assemble these. I'll just display these with the rest of my Lesney Matchbox stuff in my computer room. But yeah, I think these kits are so cool. So now we're going to take a look at the second model kit after a quick commercial break.
Excuse me, sir. How do you spell relief?
Well, whenever I suffer from excessive gas in my bowels, I spell relief F-A-R-T.
F-A-R-T. Fart spells relief.
Alright, I'm back. Let's take a look at this second Lesney Matchbox airplane kit from 1973. Looks like this one is a German aircraft. I think that artwork is just so beautiful. 1/72nd scale kit. Okay, two-color kit. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Yeah. In fact, zoom out just a little bit more. Alright, so I can comfortably show you this. And then there is the back of the box. I love these German aircraft kits. I like the German tank kits too. I will be getting those and showing them on this channel because I think they're so cool. I've already cut the tape off camera, so you guys don't have to, sit through that. And then there is the side of the box. This shows you what the plane looks like if you don't paint it. I think it's light blue parts and green parts with your clear parts. So that's what the model will look like if you don't paint it. And then there's, what, 4 more kits that you can buy. Lesney Matchbox aircraft kit from 1973. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? That artwork. If I was a rich man, I would want to buy the original paintings of these original paintings here, and I would have them hanging up around my home. I would. I think they're cool. I would. I'd go to England where these paintings are, and I'd buy them. I'd buy all those paintings. Buy them up. I want them. Anyway, there's the inside of that box. I think on this one, because I think the box in the background, I think is distracting. So I think what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to show all the parts against a brown background. I think this would be better. Tell me what you guys think about this way of showing these parts. Because I'm going to be showing more of these kits in near future episodes, so stay tuned for that. But just look at the detailing on those parts. I mean, oh my God, look at that detailing. I mean, look how nice those parts are. There's like no flash on them at all. None. Look at that. No flash at all on these parts. Oh my God, man. These are really nice. When was the last time you seen a high quality airplane model kit like this? You know, those are nice. Very nice. And then we have, you know, these parts here. I mean, just look at that. The detailing on those wings, on those parts. Just look at that. The detailing on that. Yeah, just look at that. The pilot, you know, it's really cool. Now, one of my hobbies when I was a kid growing up was model building. In fact, when I lived in Florida, I won awards for some of my World War II dioramas that I built. Yeah, and I entered a model contest and won all kinds of awards for my models. Yeah, my World War II dioramas. But yeah, I think these are pretty nice. Yeah, I think they're pretty nice. And of course we got this, you know, the clear plastic piece. I like the way it's in the shape of an M, you know, for Matchbox, you know. And it says Matchbox, Lesney Products Company, you know. That's pretty cool. And here's what, the canopy part of it. You know, I didn't see the canopy in the other kit. I didn't see the canopy on the other kit. Oh, that's because it was a biplane. Biplanes don't have canopies. Okay, all right. Yeah, and then this is the part that goes into the plane, and it fits over that ball part. Well, it fits over this ball part right here, so that you can, you know, move the plane. You can adjust the angle of the plane when it's being displayed. So that's pretty cool. And this one here, now that's interesting. These decals are fine. Look at that. They're fine. Nothing wrong with those. And I'm surprised that they left the swastikas here, that they have those there. Now, to me, there's nothing wrong with the swastika. It's actually a holy symbol that is found in many of the world's religions today. It does not have anything, the swastika does not have anything to do with racism or hatred, as some people would have you believe. The swastika comes to us from ancient Egypt. It is over 10,000 years old. And the symbol, the swastika, it represents the sun, the giver of life, and it represents God's consciousness, or the mind of God. It's one of the holiest of all religious symbols, the swastika. And that's the reason why Adolf Hitler used the swastika for the new German flag. Because the Russians were trying to get the German people into communism. And the Russian flag was red. It had a red background. And their symbol was the hammer and sickle, basically slavery. And so the elite of Germany asked Adolf Hitler, because they knew that he had an artistic background, they asked him to create a new German flag that would go up against Russia's communist flag. And so he thought, well, okay, the new German flag would also have a red background. And Adolf Hitler was actually a very religious man. He was a Catholic. And he sang in the choir when he was a boy. And as him and the rest of the boys would walk on this stone path up to the church, they would go underneath this archway. And on the top part of the archway was this symbol right here, carved into the stone. And Adolf Hitler never forgot that symbol. He found it very mesmerizing, very interesting. And so he did his homework. He wanted to know what that symbol means. Where does it come from? And so he found out it's one of the oldest of all religious symbols. It's over 10,000 years old. It comes to us from ancient Egypt. This symbol is found in many of the religions around the world. It has nothing to do with racism or hatred or anything like that. And so he decided that this would be the perfect symbol to put in the center of the new German flag to combat Russia's communist flag. But certain groups of people, they wanted the world to think these evil thoughts about the German people, and they spread lies about Adolf Hitler. And so they made you think that this new German flag, it represented hatred and racism. And it never did. It doesn't. In fact, the original swastika flag, that's what they're known as, swastika flags. The very first swastika flag, many German soldiers died protecting that flag. And their blood was splattered all over that flag. And that flag was used to christen, so to speak, or to bless all the other swastika flags, the new German flags that came out after it. But to this day, that original swastika flag was never found. That flag was never found. But anyway, I just thought I'd tell you a little bit of history about the swastika. It doesn't mean what you think it does. And I did my homework on this symbol. Anyway, I like these decals. There's nothing wrong with them. It appears that this covering right here did not stick to those decals. So I'll just be throwing this in the garbage. I don't want to take a chance on it sticking to the decals. Okay. All right. And we have, again, the instructions. I'll scan these in on my scanner, and I'll post them on my channel. For those of you that have the kit but you don't have the instructions, you'll be able to view these on your iPad or whatever pad you're using, or smartphone or whatever, and you can use the original instructions to build your model. Or you might just want to look at them for nostalgic reasons, because I think they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool instructions right there. But yeah, I like these German military kits and tank kits and stuff like that. So I'll be showing a lot of these on this channel. Alright, so put it in like that. And as soon as I get sandwich bags, I'm going to put these parts in a sandwich bag. And that'll keep the parts from possibly getting lost, you know? So, yeah. Wow, these boxes are actually pretty tight. They're actually in really nice shape considering how old these kits are. They're actually in very nice condition considering how old they are. And I will have these proudly displayed with the rest of my Lesney Matchbox cars and vehicles and other model kits, you know, from Matchbox. But yeah, I think these are so cool. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I have a lot more videos coming up about Matchbox cars and some more of these model kits. I also have about 7 more videos coming up showing you those 1/64 scale background buildings I'm going to show more of those because I'm planning on using those in future videos to showcase a lot of my prized Matchbox vehicles. So yeah, you get to see more of those background buildings. But yeah, I got a lot of content coming up, a lot of videos coming up for the rest of this year and the future years, you know, a lot of content coming up. So if you love Matchbox as much as I do, maybe you should think about subscribing to this channel. And by subscribing, that gives me the incentive to continue creating wonderful content for your viewing pleasure. Okay, remember, here on Desirable Matchbox, I cover all 4 time periods of Matchbox, Matchbox history. I cover the Lesney years, the International years, the Tyco years, and now the Mattel years. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. My name is Hans George Campbell. And until next time,